Hello, my name is Mark Shostak. I'm one of the owners of Team Shostak Family Restaurants, Applebees. I also serve as executive chairman of our family's restaurant business. Today, I want to talk to you about our early beginnings and how we learned and evolved over 4 decades into the company we are today with a strong culture guided by the TSFR roadmap. But first and foremost, our core purpose: create opportunities that make lives better. The continued success of our restaurant portfolio is deeply rooted in our people. At TSFR, we create opportunities that make lives better for our people, our guests, the communities we serve, and our business partners. Whether through providing meaningful employment with opportunities for advancement, best-in-class training, mentoring and coaching others, community involvement, great guest service, or free college education for eligible employees, it is our passion to create opportunities that make lives better. This is our core purpose, and it is ultimately why we exist. I will also tell you about our vision to lead the way, what we strive for, and our mission, what we do. A talented, engaged team that proudly delights our guests and increases profits for the benefit of all. I refer to truisms in the following remarks. Culture travels by stories and the lessons learned from those stories. The lessons then become truths to live by and what we call truisms. Team Shostak Family Restaurants truisms are phrases or sayings that you'll hear a lot around here. They are typically one quote or sentence that sums up a belief or behavior that guides us to leading the way. You can view the TSFR Truisms book on the Team Shostak website under Who We Are and also on TSFR Connect. Now, for how we started. Our history, our early beginnings. We opened up our first restaurant in a small town in Alpena, Michigan. From there, we opened up other Burger King restaurants in small towns in northern Michigan. We learned 3 very important lessons or takeaways from our experience in small towns that today still shapes our operating culture. Number 1, we learned how important it was to delight our guests. In a small town, everybody knows everybody, and it's very important to delight our guests. Otherwise, very quickly, we can have a bad reputation in town. So delighting our guests is so important to us, it became one of our core values. But at Team Shostak Family Restaurants, we don't just work to delight our guests. We strive every day to exceed expectations. Exceed expectations is going above and beyond Team Shostak Family Restaurants' first 3 descriptive phrases of delight our guests, fresh and hot, friendly, fast and accurate service, clean and safe. Exceed expectations is leading the way in delighting our guests, and that is how we steal guests from our competitors and keep them coming back to us. Next, in the small towns, we don't do the same type of sales volume that we do in the major metro areas, so it was really important for us to learn how to control our costs. And as a result, we put in place strict financial controls, and these became part of our operating culture. The next lesson we learned is how important it was to be involved in the community, to support the community, and become active in the community. We learned that if we had community engagement, the community would support us and we would have a very successful restaurant business. We could do well by doing good, which is one of Team Shostak Family Restaurants' truisms. Our vision, what we strive for, lead the way. There was a time in our company's history when we were not very proud of our restaurants, and we decided that we needed to go through a cultural change to make us a better restaurant operator. One of the first things we did to start our culture change was we wanted to decide what we wanted to be and what was really important to us. We decided that we wanted to be considered a great restaurant company. We wanted to be best restaurant on the block in the communities we serve. So to become best on the block, we developed our vision built around Lead the Way. Lead the Way simply means to be the best, to lead the way in everything we do. Our mission is what we do, a talented, engaged team that proudly delights our guests and increases profits for the benefit of all. For all of us to live our vision of Lead the Way, it is very important that we attract a talented, engaged team to work in our restaurants. Once we attract a talented, engaged team, we must be very disciplined in training and developing them while also creating a culture within our restaurant company of being best in the workplace. This is how we build a team of loyal and engaged team members. From there, we knew that a talented, engaged management team combined with well-trained team members would result in delighting our guests and increasing profits for the benefit of all. Note that one of Team Showstack Family Restaurants' truism is training is a shared responsibility. This means that Team Showstack Family Restaurants will provide you with all the tools and experiences to become a great team member. However, you will have to be your own best champion and seek out the learning and added responsibilities yourself. For our vision to become a reality, all of our Applebees team members must clearly understand our mission, whether you're a host, a bartender, a cook, a server, or you're a team leader. All team members need to understand how our mission statement works. This is how we accomplish our vision of Lead the Way together, and that is how we create opportunities that make lives better. In closing, I am proud to say that as a result of our ongoing commitment to engaging our people, leadership development, and corporate citizenship, TSFR is consistently named a top workplace in Michigan by Detroit Free Press, and it was honored as a top workplace USA. Thank you for your time today. I am now going to turn this over to Bill Angot to speak about our 5 very important core values, how we act.
Hello, my name is Bill Angot. I'm president of Team Showstack Family Restaurants. Welcome to our company. I'm going to talk to you today about our 5 core values and the descriptive phrases that support them. Our core values are how we act and what are important to us. They are our people, delight our guests, community, act with integrity, and achieve results. Our people supports the beginning of our mission, the talented and engaged team. We want to be the best in the workplace, and we do that by bringing to life the descriptive phrases that support our people. It starts with a commitment to training and developing our talented team so they can perform at a high level. And when they do, we must reward their achievements. We strive to provide a balance between work and home through flexible scheduling and work hard to have a family atmosphere in our restaurants. Delight our guests comes directly from our mission. Our guests come to our restaurants because they are hungry or thirsty, and it is up to us to satisfy that need. Fresh and hot food, served friendly and fast, and a clean and safe restaurant is what all our guests expect, and we have to meet their expectations. To be best in the block, we have to do more. We have to look for opportunities within that eating occasion to exceed expectations, to truly delight our guests so they will visit our restaurants more often. Community is about us being a great neighbor, being involved and giving back. We do that by our involvement with local and national charities, but more importantly, it's about our teams being involved in their local communities. Act with integrity concerns trust, honesty, and respect with each other and with our guests. It's also about being candid. Just like we let people know when their performance exceeds expectations, we will let them know when it falls short. For us to lead the way, every team member's performance is important. Achieve results came from our study of great performing companies. We found they had 3 things in common. First, they were disciplined. They did what they were trained to do each and every day. Second, they executed at a high level. They didn't just do things, they did them well. And lastly, they held themselves accountable for their performance. When they fell short, they didn't give up, they got up and went back to being disciplined and executing at a high level until they achieved the result they were looking for. These are our core values. They are how we act and what is important to us.
Welcome to Team Shostak Family Restaurants. We're so happy you decided to join us. My name is John Andrews, and I'm the Senior Vice President of Casual Dining, which includes Applebees and Olga's Kitchen. I want to talk to you today about 3 objectives. First, I'd like to welcome you to Team Shostak. We know you have a lot of competitors out there, but you made a great decision to join the family and the team. We pride ourselves in being a top workplace in every one of our restaurants. My second objective today is to ensure you have a sense of belonging here and that you feel valued and connected and part of something special, part of our talented and engaged team. Team Shostak has 17 truisms. Truisms are truths we live by that guide us in our vision to lead the way. One truism is the guest experience will never exceed the team member experience. Lastly, I want to set expectations and role clarity around your position. Here at Team Shostak, we know our team represents and delivers the brand and the company, so it's vital to our success that you have clear expectations from day one of your orientation and that you are trained well and positioned successfully. Mark and Bill talked about our vision, mission, and core values. Jeremy Braswell and I will talk to you about your role in ensuring that we deliver on our most critical core values of delighting our guests and creating a great guest experience, which is one of our strategic priorities. So much of what we do in this industry boils down to how we make the guests feel. We need to be disciplined, we need to be consistent and accountable, and we need to execute at a high level each and every day for every guest. This requires that you know our standards, our systems, our recipes, and our products. So what I'd like to do is talk to you about your role in ensuring we do that. Regardless of what position, whether you're a server, a bartender, a cook, a host, or a line cook.
Hey fellas, how we doing? Good, how are you? Good, Judy.
Let's start with the first and last impression of every guest entering our restaurant, the host stand. The host purpose is to ensure that you make the guests feel like they made a great decision to dine at the neighborhood Applebees. You're the first and the last impression. You control the pace and the energy. Teamwork and communication is key. You have to welcome every guest like they're a valued guest in your home. You have to thank them for coming in, and lastly, you have to invite them back in for something specific this year. Our happy hour, or late night, or come and see us on Mother's Day. The guest experience starts and ends with you. Servers, you want to greet the guests promptly, introduce yourself, guide the guests through the experience, be attentive and friendly at all times. Remember, you're a salesperson, so know what you're selling. Promote the restaurant through specific food and beverage features. Bartenders, your neighborhood bar culture starts with our people. We're looking for professional bartenders who are thermostats, not thermometers, that can take control of the environment and the guest experience. Our professional bartender skills are rooted in our neighborhood bar foundation and has 3 parts: being set up for success, every shift, every day, recipe adherence 100% of the time, and if you don't know the drink, don't guess, look it up. And nobody waits. Nothing trumps the guests, and we must always have a sense of urgency for taking care of our guests. If we execute on our foundation, we can ensure we are the best neighborhood grill and bar in town. Back of the house. Let's start with the cooks. Culinary pride, fresh and hot, friendly, fast and accurate, and a safe and clean restaurant. You're in charge of the freshness and quality and consistency. Every plate right, every day, 14 shifts a week. You are the engine, the heart of the restaurant. All items need to be executed to recipe under 12 minutes, clean, pretty plates, military organized, in a hospital clean environment. Teamwork is critical. Expediters, you are the quarterback. You are charged with identifying, resolving, and preventing potential problems, ensuring every plate is right, fresh, and timely. You are the communication filter between the front and the back of the house. Dishwashers, you play a critical role. We cannot serve the guests without your work. Military organized and hospital clean all starts and ends with you. You touch every plate, therefore every team member and guest is impacted by the quality of your work. Prep, you are charged with ensuring every plate is right. If you do not set prep correctly, we cannot get the end product prep right. Your impact is on quality, freshness, and cost. Your attention to detail and safety are critical. Now I would like to introduce Jeremy Braswell, who will talk to you about a crucial part of our business, Carside.
Welcome, my name is Jeremy Braswell. I am the Vice President of Operations for Team Showstack Applebees. I'd like to talk to you about the importance of our Carside business. Applebees has led the way in bringing Carside to the casual dining segment starting as early as 2002. Prior to COVID, our Carside business represented 15% of our sales. During the COVID-19 shutdown, this grew to 100% of our revenue. Our Carside business continues to represent about 1/3 of our business, and we anticipate this mix to level off around 25% of sales. Whether our guests are dining in or taking out, we appreciate and value each guest, and our goal is to delight every guest by delivering on our descriptive phrase of delighting our guest. Fresh and hot, friendly, fast and accurate, clean and safe, and last but not least, you looking for opportunities to exceed expectations. When you're working Carside, you play the role of both the host and the server. You're interacting with your guests for a very short amount of time. Be gracious and hospitable and welcome the guests quickly when they arrive. Help them be confident that they made a great decision by choosing Applebee's. You must be friendly, fast, and accurate with our orders using the tools, resources, and technology available to make sure everything is in the bag. This starts by repeating orders back to the guests when they place their orders and ringing it in right the first time. Attention to detail ensures all the little things they ask for are accurate and in the bag. If the food's not right, don't serve it. You must be disciplined and accountable. Speed is important, but accuracy is critical. It's hard to fix something once the guest pulls away. We build trust with our guests by getting it right the first time and delivering their guest experience in a clean and safe environment.
Thank you, Jeremy. Managers, let's talk about keeping it simple. Let's talk about blocking and tackling, running 14 great shifts, and positioning your team to be successful. It's all about ensuring that we are proactive, we are visibly engaged in the dining room, and that we're executing against our systems and our standards consistently, day in and day out. Every guest, every table, every day. You are the standard bearers and the culture keepers. The guest experience will never exceed the team member experience. Only as a team will our vision, mission, and core values be fulfilled because of you. A company is a promise. A brand is a promise. Reliability builds trust. Trust builds loyalty. Loyalty builds long-term success. Operations' job is to keep their promises. That's our role, and because of you, we will do that, and we will lead the way. Thank you for joining Team Showstack Family Restaurants. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the field.